Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 1962. This is Hex News. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Ashley.
And even though war is starting to brew with the Soviet Union, we're going to be having a wonderful interview about the future today.
So, what do you think 2015 is going to be like?
Well, I think there's going to be things like machines, robots to help us with our everyday life.
Or maybe even a portable robot that we carry with us all the time.
Wait, that hasn't been invented yet. You can't have that.
Okay. What do you think they'll do for fun?
I'm not sure.
Probably fly their cars.
Or their jetpacks.
Do you think they'll be able to, fly in the air?
And big metal things. They'll probably be supersonic.
It'd be funny if they had, flat screens.
Whoa, and some might even start to curve in the future. That'd be crazy.
Why would you need them to curve? I mean, that's stupid.
I don't know. I think it seems pretty cool. Anyways.
What do you think they do for school events?
I don't know. They probably just sit around on computing machines. Just e-message each other. Whatever an E is.
What if they had a dance based on our time?
That would be interesting. What if they called it ball dance? A social. A 60s social.
That sounds perfect.
That would be awesome.
I would go to that, even though I'm from the 60s.
Well, I would take a time machine to the future and go to that, just so I could be there.
Dude, I bet our grandchildren, they probably have a time machine. But I hope they visit us and, make us come to their party.
They could come and pick us up and bring us there. And everyone would be like, oh yeah, that's Dylan Young. I know that guy.
And then they'd be like, oh, that guy's lame.
Ashley's the lame one. She's just going to be in a corner, and everyone's going to be like, who is that?
Anyways.
Moving on.
How much do you think they would cost for, tickets?
$10 seems kind of expensive. Let's make them $6. I bet that would be a great price.
6 makes sense.
Totally.
60s. 6 makes sense.
6?
But they don't, buy in advance at Sin Store.
Well, it makes sense to make them more expensive. If I were to do it, I make them $10. But that's up to the people in the future.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, what do you think they would eat there?
Probably awesome stuff like pizza.
And I bet it'd be way healthier in the future.
Totally, and I'm sure there's nothing wrong with it. It's totally healthy.
If I were to be planning this, I would give everyone 2 slices of pizza. Not just 1. 2!
That's so generous of you.
I know, I'm amazing.
But when would it, be?
A Friday seems like a fun day. Maybe even February 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Totally fun.
Right, that's the right kind of day to do it.
Yep.
But, when? They have school on Fridays, right?
Well, they could go after school. Those middle schoolers, they could start at 4:30. And then, excuse me, that's a bit too early. They'd still be in boarding school. It would start at 4. And then it would probably end at 6:30.
And then the older kids?
They'd probably be out by then. So I'd say it would start at 6:30 and go to 9.
9? That's late.
Well, I guess that is past my kid's curfew. I'd probably spank them if they came home after that. But I might let them out for once.
As long as there's chaperones there.
There will be tons of them. It's going to be lots of fun.
If we were in the future.
Yeah, future. And also, I bet those future people will be really generous and bring extra refreshments and other food.
And I'm sure they would ask Judy if they could bring it.
Oh,
I mean, if there's a person named Judy.
Judy sounds like a way nice person. I bet she's great.
I bet she always accepts free food for parties.
Oh, yeah. And if there were a council made of students, I bet they would really appreciate it too. Those kids in the future, they're probably pretty lazy, so they probably wouldn't know what to dress up as.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have time. Well, okay, they're too lazy to use the time machines to come to here to see what we really dress as.
Yeah. They probably have a connection of those computing machines I mentioned earlier. They'd probably rather just Google it. So
What's a goggle?
I don't know, it just kind of came to my mind. Anyways, let's show them what it would actually be like to be in the 60s.
I took the perfect avenue down the road to both of you. Did I go Dutch? This is too much. With all the money in the world, you could never buy this girl quite enough. It will be tough. If romancing me with neons is something you should do, make the letters bright and luminous and blue, and get me waking up, shaking up, tangled up. You could be breaking up, making up, tangled up. You can't be faking it, making it for my love. If all is tragedy, don't get me tangled up. I can't separate your sins. To me, you're acting like you're twins. This is a mess.
Was that in color? That was crazy!
That's not possible, is it?
I don't think so. Maybe a time machine came back. That's probably what that was.
If I were to go to the 60s Social, I would put in a room full of mirrors.
Mirrors are so 60s. Like they're reflective, and everyone can see that wonderful style of the 60s clothing.
Yeah, I hope everyone dressed up as a 60s person.
That'd be really awesome if those people could do it.
Yeah, it would set the mood for the dance,
Totally.
and it'd make you feel like you're back in the 60s.
Totally.
My time.
And I bet if anyone had any questions, they could ask that council of students.
Yeah, especially, the president or
Oh, yeah.
vice president.
The vice president seems like he'd be nice.
Or, crazy idea. What if they had reps for every grade?
Whoa,
Maybe they could ask of them.
it'd be like a democracy.
Wow. Future sounds awesome.
Totally. Supersonic planes, peace, no war. Those
Both.
stupid things. Anyways, thank you for joining us on Hex News in this wonderful year of 1962.
Can't wait to see what 2015 brings us.
Time machine!
Hopefully!
Yeah!